Okay, this is very early chapter 2, and in this video we're going to get all these pistols for Arthur for free. We're going to get a Cattleman, 2 double actions, 2 Schofields, and 2 Volcanic. Okay, it's important that you do not get a Volcanic pistol until the end, and do not pick up any worn pistols, because either one of those things will screw this up. So right now we're just going to ride over towards Flat Neck Station, and this is the first thing we want to try to get into place here. Now there's this guy over here who gets snake bit, and we're going to help him. You probably already know this, and he's going to give us a free gun later, but we want to set that up now. So you just got to suck on this guy's leg.
Or a siphon.
All right. Quit moaning.
Oh God.
Let's keep this between us.
Oh, you saved my life.
Okay, so he owes you a favor now.
Right.
I do.
So now we're off to the Trapper. And I have already done Master Hunter 1 and Herbalist 1 because I need a secondary holster. You need a secondary holster before you can pick up any pistols.
Quality hide makes the hardiest clothes around. Don't doubt it.
And the Master Hunter 1 cost $18. And the Herbalist 1 cost $22. So I'm a cheapskate. I only got $53 up there, so I'm going to take the Master Hunter 1. I think it looks better anyway. Right, so that's our secondary holster, so we can pick up pistols now. So now we're off to get one of those pistols, and that's going to be the Double Action Revolver. But first, we want to talk about why you shouldn't pick up worn pistols. Alright, now I'm going to pick up this worn Cattleman revolver just to see what's going to happen. Okay, so it seems like a good idea in the moment because you don't have 2 Cattlemans, and now I do, you know. But the problem is you can't get rid of this worn Cattleman revolver. You can't drop it, right? Now let's say we went somewhere where there was a good Cattleman revolver that we could have picked up. But now we've got this stupid worn Cattleman revolver in our secondary holster. Right? Now, this here lady has a good Cattleman revolver right there. And you should be able to pick that up. But you can't because you've got this worn Cattleman revolver. And it's taking up the secondary weapon slot for the Cattleman revolver. You're allowed 2 of those, and it's taking up the second slot. And you can't get rid of it. You can't drop it. You can't exchange it for anything. The only thing you can do is go to the gunsmith.
Nice to see you again, partner.
Right? It doesn't even show up in this list here.
Let's have a look.
So the only way to get rid of it, though, is to buy another one. And that's not a big deal because you can do that in Chapter 2. You can buy a Cattleman, but you can't buy a double action revolver because that is a locked pistol. You also can't buy a Schofield because that's also locked. And as I already mentioned, we do not want to buy a Volcanic pistol right now, right? So the only thing we can do to get rid of this Cattleman, worn Cattleman revolver is to buy one from the catalog. Right, that was my original one right there. And this is the new one that I just bought. And that gets rid of the worn one. But that's the only way you can do it. So if you had picked up a worn double action, for example, you would never be able to get rid of it until much later when you could buy one. Now we're going to go right here. This is Lonnie's Shack. And this is after midnight. And if you go after midnight, you don't have to go after midnight. But if you do, they'll all be asleep. They'll be passed out drunk. So you can just sneak in there and do this. And just in the back here, there is a box underneath this bed. And in that box will be our double action. So there we go. And there's stuff to loot in here. Whatever you do, just don't forget the money.
Time to go, boy.
Right, so that was our double action revolver. And we'll just give that a little clean. And we could take that to the gunsmith now and modify it if we want. But what we're going to do instead is go and get our next pistol, which is the Schofield Revolver. And this is Valentine. It's before 6 o'clock in the morning, so nothing has spawned yet. Shops aren't open. Normally you would see a deputy at this black door over here trying to talk to these people. And once you witness that, you would be able to rob the shop. But since it's so early, that doesn't work. But what you can just do is look in the window, and that does the same thing. Even though there's nobody in there, that still unlocks the shop robbery. But there's a small obstacle here. Alright, over there at the gunsmith is the guy who we saved with a snake bite earlier. We do not want to interact with him at all right now, because we want our volcanic pistol to be last. So I'm just going to avoid that guy. I'll just run around the back like this. He still sees me though. You can hear him, he's calling to me. And now we're just going to rob the back room.
Let me into that back room of yours right now.
Sir, please. You don't want to get involved with them, I promise you.
You make them open up, or you're a dead man.
And I'm going to use the double action.
Looks like a nice little business. Not going back here. Shit! Ah!
Alright, so here is our Schofield. And be sure and take the money. Personally, I don't think it's really worth it to blow open the safe, because as it is right now, I only have a $1.50 bounty. If I blow open the safe, that bounty will go up. So it's like diminishing returns. Right now I can just walk out the door with a $1.50 bounty. Alright, so we'll just make our getaway now. And now we have a Schofield, we have a Cattleman, we have a double action, and that's it. Now, for the next phase of this method, we need to go here to the Central Union Railroad construction site, and we need to talk to the foreman.
Hey you! Come here a minute.
What do you need?
Thanks for stopping, sir. Thank you. Maybe you can help me.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
And you just do the mission the way the game tells you to do the mission, and do that to the end. And after that, we need some time to go by before we can go back over there. So what I'm going to do is just take care of some of my missions first. But you just want to make sure you do not interact with this guy who's waiting for you at the gunsmith in Valentine. So just avoid him like the plague. Now the two missions I did here, I did the Reverend Swanson mission, and then I went hunting with Hosea.
Come on, please! Please, somebody, be generous!
And then after I went hunting with Hosea, I came right back over here. And this is where we get our secondary Cattleman, secondary double action, and secondary Schofield. So what's happened over here is these three guys have set up camp and they are blocking the construction of this railroad. And that's where we are. That's their little shack and their tents. And what you should do is make a save over here, because you could mess it up. It's easy to mess up sometimes, and if you do mess up, you'll want to be able to reload it. Okay, and to reiterate, we have a Cattleman, a Double Action, and a Schofield, and that's all.
Hey, get off our land. Go on, get.
You got a problem, don't you?
Now, what's interesting about these guys is they don't have any pistols in their holsters. Their holsters are empty. But once we antagonize them, they will draw pistols, which means they will spawn randomly.
Ain't you a problem, Cat?
This what you want? Now don't make any dumb moves.
Okay, don't kill that guy.
Protect this refinery.
Okay, so that's a Cattleman. I'm going to pick it up. Now my horse ran off, so I just need to call him.
This is the end of the line.
What?
Okay, you can see in the mini-map, there's a little guy, and we're just going to ride in this direction. You can see the red down there at the bottom, and we're essentially just riding until the red goes away. And we're just going to ride straight through here. This is where the trapper is. That's the trapper right over there. And we're just going to go up the hill, and you'll see that red disappear right about now. Okay.
Easy now.
And this is where we are. This is pretty much where I told you to make the save earlier. And now we have one Cattleman, two Cattlemans. Okay. So let's go right back over there.
Come on. Hey, get off our land. Go on.
And we're going to do the same thing again.
Let's
got a
see about
problem, don't
this. Okay then, partner.
Okay. That's a Schofield. And they both drop the same gun, so there'll be two Schofields there. But now we have our Schofield. And we ride back over here. Okay, one Schofield, two Schofields. And we'll go back over there. Now, these pistols spawn randomly, so you won't get what you want every time. Like this time, it's going to be another Cattleman that spawns.
All right then. Okay then,
Or
partner.
it could be a Schofield. Yeah, that's a Schofield. So, yeah, you just do it again. Sometimes I like to change the pistols to see if that will force different pistols to spawn, but so far I think it's just random.
Hey, get off our land. Go on, get. Okay, don't move a goddamn muscle. Shit.
Okay, that's a double action. You can always tell because it's black. Right. So that was all three of the pistols we needed. the secondaries. So now we're going to go back to Valentine and we're going to put this card into play.
Yeah, well, it weren't convenient for me at the time.
Move on, will ya? Go
Never
already.
mind. Oh, hey, friend. Remember me? Listen, friend, I know I can never repay you, but how about you head over to the gunsmith and pick out your choice of item on my tab?
Well, take a look around. Find something you like, I'll put it on his tab. Fine choice.
And so
I'll
now
let 'em
we're going to
know.
buy the Volcanic.
This what
And
you
we're going to
want?
go back.
Okay then, partner.
And there the Volcanic spawns. If you had the Volcanic earlier, the only thing that would spawn would be a Volcanic. I don't know why, but having a Volcanic just messes the whole thing up. So you do the Volcanic last. I tried it several different times, and any time I had the Volcanic, that was the only thing that would spawn is the Volcanic. The Double Action would not spawn, the Schofield would not spawn. So just save it until last. So there's all our pistols. We got 2 Volcanics, 2 Cattleman Revolvers, 2 Double Actions, and 2 Schofields. So that's a pretty neat little trick. I like that. It takes a little bit of time to set up, but I actually did this fairly quickly. It wasn't that much trouble, and I think it's worth it because you get all those pistols for free. And you can still do the mission afterwards. You just ride right back over here. You go see the foreman, and that will initiate the next of these missions concerning this railroad construction area. And that's that. So I hope this was useful and or entertaining. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed that.
Talk to them. Phone
So until the next time, thanks for watching.
Promise.